Spend my money. You heard me, right? Spend my money. That's the cry I sent out to the internet. Spend my money through Twitter, which to those in the coding sphere may sound familiar, so if you don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. Hi, hello, I'm Bear, and today I'm being a dirty content thief with my big, juicy, dirty content creating fingers. Yeah, you like that. You like that, don't you? I think I have the wrong script again. Okay. In all honesty, I'm not blatantly stealing, just kind of iterating on a Michael Reeves idea. Scout's honor. Basically, the other day I was watching a Ludwig video where his chat sends in Amazon links, and they vote whether or not to buy the item using Ludwig's vast amounts of money. And I was thinking the whole time, kinda sucks that he knows what chat is buying. It would kind of be cool if the things that were bought could be a surprise. So, I set aside $1,000, booted up my IDE, and started coding. And that's when I realized that's basically the same thing Michael Reeves did.
Hi, I'm Michael.
So, how do we make this different? I can make it anonymous. In Michael's video, you had to reply to a tweet of his, which is public, and I say nay.
Whose horse is that?
That doesn't dig deep enough into the depravity that is the human psyche. I want true anonymity, so instead I used Twitter's messaging system and just deleted the message as soon as the bot read it, making the viewer's purchase 100% anonymous. Which is scary. Very, very scary. For me, at least. So in true Ludwig fashion, I did some scamming to ensure that by the end of this I didn't end up with a collection of adult toys by making sure I told everyone that it was my 30th birthday. Which is true, but definitely not something I thought about right away until I started drafting posts everywhere. Anywho, the first few people I asked were a few communities I am a regular in. Griffinmore, LuckeyBeetle, Freedom Studios, and DJ Bruce. All of their respective links are in the description below. Then I posted a video to YouTube and TikTok which involves some of my viewers as well, which is cool and all, but seemingly it's hard to get people to spend your money when there is nothing in it for them except maybe some air being blown out of their nose.
Breathe air.
And it shows, because only after a day, the bot only spent $250, and considering I limited each purchase to $50 means only 5 or 6 purchases. So I needed to outsource to a part of the internet that both cares too much and ironically doesn't care at all. You could probably tell from the large, demasculating, blurred pink thing that I'm waving around how that went. So how does it work? Well, Twitter allows you to make a call to their messaging API once a minute and pull all messages. All I have to do is scan my DMs for Amazon links and send it to Amazon's API. Or I could have done that, but I decided to trust a Stack Overflow post from 2010. So instead, I found myself on Google.com and discovered that browser automation exists. And if you don't know what browser automation is, let me give you a quick rundown. Something like that, but more specifically, we can use code to search for certain HTML elements and interact with them using said code using a specified driver and a built-in browser feature that developers apparently use for testing. And technically that's what I'm doing too, except I'm testing to see how high my credit card balance can get. Once BuyBot makes a purchase, it sends the user a reply and deletes the Twitter message. All this is done easily, automatically, and anonymously. Well, by easy, I mean not easy at all, and by automatically, I mean mostly automatically. Because the internet is a dynamic and weird place, so I had to account for a few different things that Amazon can adjust to depending on the product. And I had to bump up my security through code because y'all on the internet are f***ing weird, and I'm not about to give y'all access to my computer without ensuring you can't send my browser to someplace weird. And it wasn't exactly 100% automatic because of a little something called CAPTCHA. Turns out it does exactly what it's meant to do. Crazy, right? So if my program ran into a CAPTCHA, I set it up to where I could solve the CAPTCHA over email. So, sue me, it wasn't exactly automatic. In total, there were 24 purchases, of which one hasn't shown up yet, a body pillow that was so surprisingly evil that I had to cancel the order because I didn't want that shit in my house, and 2 test purchases I did to make sure the program actually worked. So let's just quickly go over everything I got. The first things that were to show up were this cringe but kinda cool coffee mug, and this super dope light that I would have loved 10 years ago when all I could think about was the type of green that you put in a pipe. The next day were these 2 books, and joke's on you, I'm actually going to read them. Also, someone sent me a humidifier, which is funny because I live in Florida. The next day was the biggest haul because I received a giant Invincible comic book, which at the size of this thing is probably pretty hard to read. A record player that I had to buy a record for and try out, this f***ing Bigfoot thing that I named David and now cherish, a book of grid paper for some reason, this Danny DeVito pillowcase, an Attack on Titan body pillow that would have been way funnier if it was Eren Yeager in his Titan form, a big pink dildo that I'm afraid to throw away in case a raccoon gets into my trash or something, and lastly for this day was one of the funniest things I received, a 200 count party pack of magical fairy bubble wands. I don't know why, like what the f am I supposed to do with all these? That's f***ing funny. After that, everything was kinda slow boat from somewhere far away. I got a Polaroid shirt, which was from the only IRL person I told, cause no one online knows I'm obsessed with Polaroid cameras. Someone sent me a 4-foot Buster sword that came in a 5-foot box and was hilarious to see on my doorstep. I received a set of travel silverware, which was kinda cool and oddly reasonable. A teddy bear with nothing but lies on it, a set of ear monitors which have a super cool design, and lastly, probably the biggest troll of them all, a 12-pack of root beer. A 12-pack of root beer that cost me $25. And that's it. If you participated in this little experiment, thank you. It actually meant a lot to me to get gifts in for my birthday. I felt like a kid again. My 20s were pretty good and I hope my 30s turn out even better. All the code I used for this project are in the description below. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you do, I promise to send you a little something something in the mail, if you know what I mean. Okay, bye.